Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. This place looks really incredible, and I think it grows on you the more you're here as well, but like, I love like the ships going across in the sky. This is probably my favorite view so far. Like, look how pretty this is. It's so pretty. I'm so glad we're in a place like this. Oh, so everything's kind of like, we're able to walk around freely now, because before we couldn't, but I guess they were trying to lead us to a particular way of walking around the place, which is fine. Let's go and talk to Xingyun.
Madame Yukong has asked me to look after you.
Honestly, couldn't ask for a better babysitter.
Seems like we were destined to be in each other's company.
Heck yeah.
The Skyfaring Commission has reserved rooms for you at the Petrichor Inn. When you finish your business here, how about some tea together?
I would love to. Love to.
Not
A hotel
at all.
again, by the way.
Though I'd appreciate it if you mentioned to Madame Yukong that you got a warm reception from me when you next see her. Better to be busy than idle, I suppose.
Right, so she's kind of like, man, I'm stuck having to like get tea with this person. No, but like I just like love getting to know characters more. So like tea is like also something I love too. So this is like a combination. And I love that we're still like, we're never gonna forget that inn, right? We're never gonna forget the inn. Man, this place is so impressive. And I think like, you know, we talked about the contrast and that's what we wanted, right? We wanted the contrast from this area to the last. I think like, you know, even people were saying like the idea that like, you know, it's such a quick, sharp contrast. The snowy plains versus like the beautiful kind of cloudiness of this area as well. It genuinely like is just what you need. And it's it's one of those things where it's like saying Genshin, I love Liyue, right? I love Inazuma. But like Sumeru is so different from that and you know, Inazuma is so different from Liyue. It's like these places are beautiful on their own, but it's so cool to go to a new area and just feel that sharp contrast. It makes you appreciate every world so much. Let's go get some tea. I still miss that hug so much.
Well, here we are. I feel sleepy already.
Right, it's been a long day. The sun hasn't gone down yet. Ready for a nap? That's not like you, March.
Hey, that's not fair. My eyes are peeled this time. I'll make a run for it the second things go wrong.
Wait, are we making a? Was that a sarcastic joke? I thought we were just talking about our enthusiasm, but I guess it's because like I don't know. I guess we were like making a joke about the last time we got captured or they tried to capture us when we were in an inn.
Jokes aside, did you see Madame Yukong frown at us? I thought her guards were about to jump out of nowhere and throw us in jail.
Oh my god, no, legitimately, and like rightfully so, we're never gonna get over that like distrust that we had for people like, you know, bringing us to an inn and then trying to put us in jail. Tingo's character design is so freaking cool. Like, so cool.
I'd rather deal with monsters than these big shots.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Oh, Marge.
not that Madame Yukong doesn't have her merits.
You should be allowed to openly criticize, you know, maybe the tension or the kind of like, the fearfulness that she brings, I guess.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed.
Thank you, Tingyun.
But as her subordinate, I have to say that it's Madame Yukong's duty to keep her guard up. The Loufu is facing a crisis, and as head of the Skyfaring Commission, she is responsible for the security of the Xianzhou's customs and borders.
I think we said this last time, like while like, yeah, it's kind of not nice that we can't go home, it's totally understandable that like she would want to, like, you know, that she'd be fearful of like people coming in here and like, you know, especially with the mishap with the gate, the stuff with Kafka, you know, the stuff with Blade, all this stuff is kind of like very uncertain and kind of scary in some ways.
She's actually a very reasonable old girl in private.
Especially someone just showing up out of nowhere, by the way, to be like, I'll deal with the Celeron. You're going to be like, wait, what? You know? Are we thinking the same person? Old girl? Reasonable, are we thinking the same person? I thought she was pretty, I don't know, scary, but like, she had like a big presence to her, honestly.
They say that many years ago, Madame Yukong was an ace pilot in the Cloud Knights.
Oh, wow.
She was a work hard, play harder type, known for her hot temper and incredible skill. Eventually, she became the head of the entire commission, which required her to learn patience and adopt a meticulous approach to her work. In any case, Madame Yukong instructed me to reserve the best rooms at the inn and have all your expenses covered.
Serious?
She wants to extend the full courtesy of the Xianzhou so that all of you enjoy your stay to the fullest.
That's so nice. Thank you. This place is beautiful. This is really beautiful.
She specifically mentioned that if you wish to buy anything at the inn, be it food or otherwise, just
my
let
God.
the innkeeper know. The commission will cover the cost.
Look at Marge's adorable smile. Say thanks to Madam Yukong for us. Yeah, let's be very nice about this as well. This is a very nice gesture,
Why
right?
don't you go back yourself?
Wait, are we? I didn't mean to say it to Marge. You know?
Seeing as our hosts are so thoughtful, I guess we should help ourselves. Right, Mr. Yang?
100. Let's go. Let's totally get some food.
We should focus on our objective first. Seeing as
Marge is so
Hellmaster
disappointed.
Kong was extremely reluctant to get us involved. Am I right to speculate that the Skyfaring Commission has some leads on the whereabouts of Kafka?
Man, Kafka's such an interesting character. Like, even when they evoke her name, right? I know she's maybe not that type of character, but like, whenever I hear her name, I just get like a chill.
Exactly right. The suspect is extremely cunning. She encrypted her transmission and timed her communication. We couldn't pinpoint her exact location.
She seems to be very good at this stuff.
But as cunning as she is, the Divination Commission has managed to find something.
All right. Wait, what?
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed.
Oh, it's like a holographic message or
Our
something?
destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Is there anything special about what she said? Coordinates converge, right? I heard something in the background. Did we? Should we say this just in case? We might sound silly, but...
Precisely.
I heard like a clanging, a little bit of clanging.
That's the sound of a device.
Which means what exactly? This is a starship. There are all kinds of devices making weird noises.
Great shot here as well.
Miss March, to the untrained ear, these noises may sound the same. But for the craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission, each machine has a different pitch and melody.
Oh, okay.
The General sent for craftsmen, and they concluded that the sound came from the shipyard facilities in Stargazer Navalia.
That's really impressive.
Now, get some rest and prepare yourselves for the operation
Oh
ahead.
my god.
I look forward to seeing you in
I'm sorry,
action.
this is like so... I don't know. Like... I don't know. It's so good. It's so good. It's like there's like a weird, there's a pressure to it, right? This is like one of like the most like I said it last time as well. Like it's such like an interesting but scary but like pressure filled like mission. The idea of like trying to bring Kafka out of hiding. It's terrifying. That's a terrifying prospect. But like it's also like so exciting. It's so exciting. Hello.
How can I help?
There's something I want to say.
Oh? Let's hear it.
Was it raining when Kafka's transmission was intercepted? Kafka was holding an umbrella in her transmission?
How perceptive. Our wind, clouds, rain, and fog are all artificial. The Realm Keeping Commission's weather pavilion manages the environmental conditions here.
Okay.
If Kafka was holding an umbrella, that means she was in an area with artificial rainfall during the transmission.
Look at Stell. Look at Stell.
Still, that doesn't help us much. The ship is huge. With changing conditions across various delves, I'm sure there were showers across many of them at the time.
Right, so it doesn't narrow anything down too much. Any chance Kafka still has Stargazer in Navalia?
Impossible to say. It used to be that the Divination Commission could track the access history of all the delves. But with the arrival of the Stellaron, things have become messy. Some delves even had their entrance marked as the exit. If I were one of the Stellaron hunters, I'd be very happy to capitalize on all the chaos. It'd be harder to escape, but easier to blend in.
Okay. So, thank you. Yeah, so with Kafka as well, like with this whole like idea of her being here as well. I know like it's just like you guys probably felt the same way as well when you were playing this. I love that it's like a big operation. I love that like everyone's trying to decipher this because again it adds to the character of Kafka, right? We've already felt that Kafka was like a terrifying presence, like a very like powerful presence. When she was talking to there was such a crazy tension as well when it came to the stuff with Kafka last time, and like even the stuff with Himiko. Like I'm really interested to see where like Himiko, maybe Himiko won't be playing a part in this, but like I did love the conversation they had. There was such a strong tension in it. I used it last week. I even described it as like two like the most like characters that like maybe like that we perceive as being like the most powerful at the very least. Not the most powerful, but like very powerful, and you know, very like, you know, one is like extremely cunning, but one is someone like we trust, but also like is very, very smart as well. And like this, it was almost like this like irresistible force meeting the immovable object, you know.
Let's
really interesting
take
stuff.
advantage of the rest. It won't be easy to track down Kafka, the Stellaron hunter.
Of course it would. They're building this up so well. They're building up so well to make it seem that like this character is, this is going to be a mission, you know.
Oh, let's
tough
let the
mission.
Express know how we're doing. More importantly, let's see how Don Hung's doing. Ask him what he's up to. Then tell him we're having loads of fun.
She's trying to make him jealous. Yeah, let's text him. I want to see how he's doing. Oh, hey guys, you doing all right? March and I are doing missions for the. Oh, are you okay? Mission message failed to send. We have no service. We have no service here. Not long ago in the Astral Express. Oh, my beautiful. Look, he's so beautiful. Oh, don't be sad, please.
You've been standing here for half
But it's
an
okay to be
hour.
sad.
It's rare to see you like this.
Himiko will help out, hopefully.
Are you worried about those two? Welt is with them. They should be fine.
Oh, poor Tan Hong.
Himiko, did you keep a copy of the Stellaron Hunter's transmission? Can I have a look?
Sure.
Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Loufu.
So is Don Hung gonna be analyzing this now, I guess?
An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Well, it's also, you know, the way they do this through dialogue as well, but like, you know, it's so natural the way they like, you know, have made, you know, the hunt, you know, sound so powerful and dedicated, you know, and, you know, also comparing it to like, you know, how comparing it to us in terms of like our group that like won't, that will like give you some time to explain yourself, to talk it out, to like figure things out. These guys won't, you know?
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say. It's simple. That Stellaron has
Did he notice
nothing
something?
to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible.
Right.
Stop!
Is it? What did you? Wait, wait, that's Blade. Wait, what?
Do you know him?
The Xianzhou is in danger. This man,
What? What?
if he's on the ship, then Welt, March, and her.
Oh my god.
Everyone is in grave danger.
Oh my god, I have chills.
But
He's, of course, Blade was the guy he saw in his dreams, right?
Is he connected to that past you want to escape?
Oh my god. It's just the way he did it as well. Like, to hear Don Hung panicked, like, such a rare occurrence.
I can't leave them down there.
Oh, Don Hung.
It's just... I'm afraid my burden has finally caught up with me. And that everyone is about to be drawn in.
His own burden?
Is there anyone who doesn't carry around a past burden? She may not remember it, but even a girl as carefree as March has hers.
Yeah, and I think it's an important thing Himiko's saying here. Like, you know, everyone has their own past. Everyone has something they carry around, and it, you know, it's to not feel so bad about it, but like they're doing such a good job with this, because like I am like tensing up. I also have chills at the same time. Like, the idea, like, Don Hung is such a, like, how do I say, like, a more serious character. Like, he's a character who, like, he's very composed. And now, like, seeing him, like, panic at the sight of seeing Blade, and panic at the idea of, like, you know, Blade being a part of his past, and worrying about us in such a way, like it puts a lot more like weight on the idea that this is a dangerous situation, right? It puts so much weight on it.
We tread on a path that is hidden from us. The things we see and the trails we blaze all become our baggage. They weigh us down, but they also give us strength to continue the journey.
Oh my god, Himiko.
Try not to dwell on it, Dan Heng. The Express spends 7 standard days at each stop. Its passengers are allowed to do as they deem fit during that time.
Wait, is she saying like, hey, if you need to go?
Pom Pom and I are more than capable of looking
Oh
after
my
the Express.
god.
If there's something you've got to do, do it now. Better than regretting it further down the line.
I legitimately was like saying that like I thought Himiko was like Gandalf and like Kafka was like had this energy of like a Saruman in a way. But like I genuinely think that Himiko has the energy of like an Aragorn in a lot of ways. You know, you got to do this. If you have to do this, you know, that's your fate. Do what you need to do. That's so freaking amazing. And she left the decision up to him as well, right?
And you'll come back and travel with us once
Oh
this
my
is
god,
all
Dad, is
over,
that coming out to the planet
right?
with us? I mean, I'm worried about what's going to happen when he does come down. Oh, the nod of the head. That was such a and we're playing as Dan Heng. That's such a fantastic scene. Almost like giving him like that motivation to like make the decision himself. She said she gave him the opportunity. You don't dwell on this stuff. Everyone has their baggage, so don't make it let you bring you down. Let it give you strength to go forward. And also then like she says like, hey, you can do whatever you want. She left the decision up to Dan Heng. Oh my god, look at this beautiful boy. Oh my god. Such an impressive scene. I love this game so freaking much. That's so freaking cool. And then asking him afterwards as well, you'll come back, right? And he like nods his head. Because that also gives him reassurance of like, hey, whatever happens, you can come back here. You know what I mean? Like, it's so freaking incredible. It's like, just because like, you know, you're in trouble here on this planet or whatever, doesn't mean you're in trouble with us. We got you, you know? You're still a part of this team, but don't worry about it. Oh my freaking god.
If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than regretting
Yes.
it further down the line.
Yes, and again, not asking him what it is, not trying to force him to do anything, right? Just giving him that advice and letting him decide. That's so freaking good. That's so good. Because again, like I said, she could easily be like, yo, Dan Heng, you go and do this. You need to do this. She said, hey, if there's something you need to do, you should do it, you know? Leaving the decision up to him. Leaving the entire decision up to him. So freaking cool.
You want to disembark, Dan Heng? Changed your mind? Pom Pom understands.
Yeah.
Not everything
Oh my
needs to be
God.
put into words.
That's
Best of
fantastic.
luck. Make sure you return before the express departs.
I will.
And bring Pom Pom back some local specialties.
Because Dan Heng is like a rock. He is like someone who has been like so smart, and he's such like a composed person, that he also deserves people looking after him sometimes too. And as I said, in a very indirect way, yes, she did say like, hey, like if there's something you should do it, right? But that's different from being like, do it, right? There's a difference between do it and, you know, don't do it, or that's wrong or that's right. She said to him how she feels about the situation, and then said, hey, look, if you feel you need to do this, then do it. You know, we got 7 days, and you got a place here if you want to come back as well. So freaking cool. So cool. We're here? I'll go find you folks. Oh my god, this is so exciting. But there's no service. We're literally playing as Dan Heng.
The network is down, but some functions still work.
Interesting. We're playing as Dan Heng. We have to find... Still, are we in the starting
Virtually
area
nothing
again?
has changed since I left. Apart from darkness, this place is all that I remember of the Loufu.
Oh my god, we're actually gonna get Dan Heng is actually coming with us. I actually love that. I love that there actually is like a Because like, why like
Too
why I
late to
genuinely
repent.
thought that like at some point he would like have something to do with the story, right? Like I thought that maybe like, you know, even for a second there when I saw him like doing the research or the like looking over the stuff on the ship, I genuinely thought to myself like, oh, he's probably going to like do this stuff. Like he's probably gonna be like really instrumental.
Shattered Cloud Knight armor.
Oh.
A conflict with the Cloud Knights? Not likely. Mr. Yang wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, it's so freaking cool. He's like, again, this one talking. He's so smart. He's so good to have around. I thought that like he was gonna like help us from the ship or something like that, but then we had no service and stuff like that, so it's obviously like very different too. I'm so glad he's coming with us. So glad he's coming to find us. Wait! Wait! It's Lucha!
Stay where you are. I can handle this.
And who's this? Oh my god, new characters again!
Emergencies should be dealt with by professionals.
Why are all the designs so freaking cool? I didn't think we were gonna see him right now. And then Dan Heng just showing up as well. Oh, and he's helping. Oh, this is so fun! Who are these characters? I know Lucha, but who's the other character?
No interest in conflict.
What way is she holding a sword? Are you kidding me?
Want to see what I can do?
Who? Where's the? Did they show the name? Look at how cool she's. I'm in love with this session already, guys. I'm in love with this part already. Look at the way she's holding the sword, like wrenching back, like holding back on it. The gold design is really cool as well.
He who strikes first. Just get on with it.
No, I'm sorry. This is so fun. This is so
You're
fun.
not going anywhere.
Let's see the move.
Take this. Shape of Taishu.
Look at. Is she like the main character? Look at the way she's standing. She's...
Rise Phoenix.
Wait, what? That's a chicken. That's a chicken. Okay, okay. We're never gonna come back to life, right? I am kind of like, in a way,
The truth of life and death.
it's kind of really cool
revealed
that
in
this
an
character has
instant.
like such cool stances, like such like really cool, like a really cool sword, stands in these really cool ways, and then their ultimate is like a chicken, you know?
The sanctuary.
This
but
is
the
so
vision.
exciting. There we go. Oh, another battle.
I've no interest in conflict.
Like, look at this. You not see the way that she's standing here like this? This battle stance? Yeah, really cool character design.
You're hurt.
It's okay. Phew. This one's strong.
Shushang. Shushang?
Let me through.
Did she? Please don't. No. Wait. Oh, that was.
With you two risking your lives for me,
Oh my
could I
god.
really
Look at these characters.
Move carefully.
Oh my freaking god.
Don't hesitate.
I'm smiling so much because like it's just like you guys know I love getting introduced to new characters. You guys know I love it. And this is a fantastic introduction
The
to
truth
some
of
new
life and
characters.
death with the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I just did not expect to see Lucha right now.
Want to see what I can do?
I think this character is really great.
Dodge
Look at this. Yeah, she does. She brushes the sweat off her forehead.
The dead return.
Oh, they want. Okay, very cool. So this would have been like the tutorial on how they get rid of that stuff. Very cool. I'm sorry, but this girl is so freaking sick. Like, easily jumped into like my top 5 favorite designs. Like, holy crap.
this. Shape
Look how cool she is. For it to, like, I know the chicken is really fun as well. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff.
Are you two
Her
okay?
hair is stunning as well. Look at Lucha.
Good. I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights.
I was just transferred here from the Yaoqing.
Okay, Xushang with the Cloud Knights from Yaxing. So that's so... Oh my god, none of them knew each other before this situation. That is so fun. That is so fun.
I did tell you to let me handle it. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What if I accidentally hit you?
Judging from how Luocha is on my team, he carries my team most days, so I honestly think that he probably could handle it very much. So her design is so sick. Like, the colors are so great. Like, it almost feels like, again, like this battle armor, but it's like a dress as well, you know?
Forgive me, miss, but you were too busy being hit yourself. It's a good thing I joined the fray.
Oh my god, so he's a lot more funny and charming. You know, well, I guess I probably thought he was gonna be charming, but like, I guess he has a sense of humor.
I was protecting you more like. It's a Cloud Knight's job to protect others. And this area is under martial law. I'm escorting all civilians to safety. Follow me.
Please help, then.
That was some impressive Cloud Knight spearmanship. Which unit are you from?
I'm not a Cloud Knight. Let's be honest. Oh, we're shaking her head anyway.
Huh. Okay, you're a civilian then. Come with me.
Your hair is stunning.
Miss Xushang, what exactly has transpired here? In all my trade visits, I've never seen Starskiff Haven in such a state.
It's so interesting to hear his voice too, because again, I didn't expect his character to be this like. Is it weird to say this like normal and charming? You know what I mean? Like he's just very open and like, you know, I never thought I'd see him having like a regular conversation in a way. I genuinely thought he was going to be like, you know, like almost like an anti-hero in a way. You know what I mean? Someone who like, you know, stuck to himself and like was kind of brooding in a way. You know, interesting.
I can't comment on that. I was just ordered to rescue the civilians. Actually, I have no idea either. Anyway, you two just need to come with me.
They popped off with her design. They really did. I know. Like, well, here's the thing. In Honkai Star Rail, you know, I haven't seen, like, again, as you said before, you know, the only design I was like, this is not my favorite design, you know, was Pale's design, right? But, like, so far, like, I just feel like it's really difficult to find, like, a bad design. Like, every design so far has been, like, good to great to like superb, you know what I mean? Apart, you know, like that's the way I look at it. Like apart from like again, like I said, one design where I'm like, oh, I'm not too sold on it. You know what I mean? Everything's good to great to superb, in my opinion.
Hey, you're pretty quiet. What's your name? I've got forms to fill out. Can't put your name down as blank.
Dan Hung.
My name is Dan Hung. I'm a traveler. I'm on my way to meet up with my friends. I appreciate the help, but I can leave the port on my own.
Oh, can we not just have a little? I understand Dan Hung, but I kind of want to have like a little bit of this little party here. It would be really fun.
No can do, mister. It's way too late. You won't find anyone at Starskiff Haven. If your friends made it out, then they'll already be in the safe zone. No need to worry. You'll see them when we get there.
Okay. Very reassuring.
Aren't you going to take my name too, miss?
Your name is Luocha.
You already said it when we were busy fighting. Something. Locha. Is that right?
Locha.
I remember it.
Locha. Okay, Locha. Locha.
Let's go. Stay close, you two. Cloud Knight Xushang will guarantee your safety.
Thank you so much. Protect me. Protect Dan Hung. Look at this party. Like.
One more thing. I need you to write your names down later. I don't know too many characters. I might make a mistake.
It's okay. We can do that. No problem. She's very sweet. Are we playing as them?
Message
okay, it's transitioned back.
Why not?
Before we go any further, I love the idea of a scene where three characters meet each other, right, under similar strenuous circumstances, but have never met each other before. You know what I mean? Like, but they all just know to fight with each other. And it's honestly a great introduction because for the player, right, you know, if you had, again, you can do a thing where, like, you have Luocha, no Xushang, and, like, they can talk to each other in a way that's kind of like, oh, yeah, and this is, like, Luocha. He's this and that, you know, but in this way, what we got was, like, the player was introduced to, like, these two new characters just as Dan Hung was. You know what I mean? So we had this whole the same connection that Dan Hung was feeling in a way. obviously not the combat connection, but like this new connection with these new characters. But I really like that idea of an introduction where like nobody knows each other going into the situation as well. Also, like, again, you know, like Lucha's design already is like what drove me to pick him for the anniversary thing. I thought he looked fantastic. The coffin that came along with him is so cool as well. I just wasn't expected to be like, you know, so like you know, outgoing and charming and kind of like open, because he seems very open, right? And Xushang seems like a very dedicated person to her work, and at the same time just has such a freaking sick design. Seems very funny as well. She looks so cool in those battle animations. Maybe we'll say bad signal for now.
Communication technology is still improving. Perhaps the presence of the Stellaron is affecting signal transmission.
Doesn't seem like it. Everything else is working fine. See?
In that case, it looks like someone wants to make things difficult for us. Since Kafka's here, I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be that Stellaron hunter hacker girl's handiwork.
Oh, Silver Wolf, maybe. Man, this is great. This is so good. It's hard not to like just like fall in love with every aspect of this game. It really is difficult. There's like so much like to love about, and like even like on the side stuff, guys, because I do like a leveling up of characters off camera most times, and I show you guys what I've done in a lot of ways. Even that's like perfect. Like, I have no complaints. It's so simple to level up characters in this game for me that it got to a point like one time where like I had to like I met like a tiny bit of resistance, and I remember for a second I was like, oh, I have to do this, and then I was like, wait, that's like so easy. But like compared to the other stuff in this game, it was like slightly more difficult. Like this game is just not only made to like be like super convenient gameplay wise, I find, in terms of leveling up your characters. The gameplay is fun, the visuals are absolutely incredible, the introductions to new characters and the writing is so good as well. Like everything just like is just one of those things where like I get fully immersed in this world and I want to stay here forever. I really do. And it's just like such a like it's a game that really feels like not only does it like you know, respect the player's time quite a bit, but also I feel like they respect the heck out of like the player, the story as well, which is good too, you know, which is like, you know, you know, Genshin's the other you know, gacha game I play, and I feel like with Genshin as well, like, you know, I find like leveling up characters can sometimes be very like, you know, like in some cases, like, you know, can be kind of like frustrating sometimes, but still I don't think it's bad, because like for me, like I actually just like love putting on like a podcast or like some music and just leveling up. It's actually very relaxing for me. But like sometimes you can be like, how do I get this item? But now I feel like that they added all those things to the map. It's really, really easy too. But like the reason I'm comparing it to Genshin is because like I feel like, you know, it's easy from the outside to go like, oh, this is a gacha game, and you're like, okay, like it's like I think recently I saw like this is like one of the funniest things I saw was like this is a gacha game with fan service when it came to like this in Genshin, and it's like once again with these games they have like very like minimal like fan service, you know what I mean? And it just goes to show people don't play this game. They have such incredible stories. If people play them, they freaking love them. You know, they have such minimal fan service in these games that like the fan base like begs Hoyo to like, you know, please just put like one topless boy here, please, you know? I don't know. I just tried to like, I'm sorry for like, you know, getting off track here, but like, I just want to say that I feel like these games, like if more people play them, man, they don't understand how good these stories are, how good these characters are, how good these designs are, how fun they are, you know?
Oh, you've arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
No. Only an extra couple of hours.
Couple of hours?
Stargazer Navalia is governed by the Artisanship Commission. It took me a while to sort out our paperwork. I got a sense of the situation on my way back. Just like at Cloudford, Stargazer Navalia's meridian pin has malfunctioned. The checkpoint there is abandoned, and the garrison is scrambling to locate the Stellaron.
Okay.
With monsters wreaking havoc and the nights scattered, Stargazer Navalia has become a perfect place for the suspect to hide out.
That's so interesting. Again, it's scary, right?
So we've got a bunch of monsters to deal with, an IPC most wanted Stellaron hunter to catch, and we have to do all that on our own without reinforcements? Fair enough. This isn't our first rodeo.
I mean, at the end of the last mission, I think her and Downhang were just like, yeah, this is pretty crazy what we did here, but like, you'll get crazier situations. That's just what we do every day.
That's the trailblazing
Heck yeah.
life
It's a good
for ya.
mindset to have, I feel like.
I wouldn't say you're entirely on your own. When you're ready, let's get going.
I'm ready.
Shall we, my benefactors?
100%. I wish we could wait around for Dan Heng, but you
Now,
know.
what's a hunt without a hound? Kafka is still at large, and the Skyfaring Commission wants this problem to go away. I made a few calls and managed to procure this from the Artisanship Commission. Perfect for hunting down suspects.
What is it? Oh,
Aw, he's so cute.
he is pretty cute. Very colorful.
I mean, what can he do exactly? Are we gonna set him loose on Kafka?
Marge, like, you don't need to. I do appreciate that as well. That like it's very like adorable as well. Like, cause Marge is great, and I guess as I said, she's the mood setter. But I do love how like she's also like Dan Heng's on here. We all got to be like a bit more professional and stuff,
Yes and no. This is Ting, a bionic dog developed by the
Oh,
Artisanship
bionic.
Commission. He has all the 5 senses of the Foxian race and takes them to another level. Be it tracks or scent, as long as he uncovers a trace, he'll follow it all the way to the end.
Fantastic.
All we need to do is look for any trace left by Kafka. It doesn't matter how good she is at hiding, Ting will find her. But before we get started, let's play with his settings a bit and get him ready.
It's interesting seeing like the technology, because this is also a part of like getting into the world and knowing what they're able to create and knowing what they have in this world, and they have like these little like, machines that like.
To begin with,
Oh my god, so tiny!
let's set him to scent detection mode. Tell Ting to follow the scent of my perfume and see what he can do.
Oh, we actually get to use Ting. An ingenium dog crafted by the Artisanship Commission. Use it to its locality probe feature to find suspicious odors and traces. Find Taeyong right now. Oh, we have to use the function. Here it is.
We need to follow these sparkly traces to find Miss Ting Yun, right?
Ting.
She's not in a hurry, that's for sure. Playing hide and seek with us while Kafka's still at large?
True. Man, this place is gorgeous, isn't it?
The traces. Where did they go? Is Ting malfunctioning?
Oh.
Got it. He says the wind is too strong here at the port, so it's not easy to follow the scent.
That could be a problem, right? How do you know what he's saying? That's a lot of words for one bark, don't you think?
That's just the psychic bond between cute girls and cute puppies.
Honestly, I believe it.
Using the environment to hide her traces. Our girl from the Skyfaring Commission sure knows how to put up a challenge. Let's look around and see if we can find any other clues.
Music is awesome too, isn't it?
Or we could ask around. Look how busy this place is. Someone must have seen Miss Ting Yun. That's not cheating, right? We're just collecting intel.
At first I was going to be like... I love this place so much. At first I was going to be like, that's a bit silly to like give us a mission to do and then show us that it's kind of malfunctioning sometimes. But then I actually think that like it's actually smart to like, put this in front of us because it's going to happen eventually if you use one of these dogs, right? Like, it's going to happen. So to prepare yourself for that stuff is also very interesting.
Excuse me, any chance you saw a Foxian lady pass by?
Oh, that's a heck of a question, miss. I'd say nearly 1 in every 2 people passing through Starskiff Haven is Foxian. We might have seen the lady you're looking for, but we wouldn't have batted.
This girl's got like silk, like satin boots that have gold plates at the bottom of them. Really cool hair. Brown.
He's not lying. Still, if you, describe her a little, maybe it'll jog our memory.
She's pretty.
Pretty? Oh, that's too generic for a Foxian. Even if you don't count the ladies, there are plenty of gents.
Yeah!
Like a glove.
Bro said, you don't understand how pretty people are here.
As tedious as it is, I'm afraid you'll have to, describe her in more detail. Please don't say 2 ears, 1 tail.
Oh yeah, photo was good.
I can put my hand on my heart and say I remember this fine lady.
I love your voice. The music here is so good.
Nonsense. I've been stood next to you this whole time, and I don't remember anyone like her.
Well, I may not have seen her in person, but her beauty feels like a long-lost acquaintance. How wonderful to be reunited with her after so long.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. My friend here appears to have, lost touch with reality.
Are you two professional time wasters or something?
I was kind of letting it play out, honestly.
Please accept our apologies. Me and my partner do double act comedy in the Sleeper Cell.
Okay.
The tea house round the corner. As you can probably guess, with all these curfews and lockdowns, we've hardly had an audience the past few days. We figured we'd find a spot on the street and do some rehearsal, just to stop us getting rusty.
So you played a bit of comedy act with us?
Then you guys swung by asking for this Foxian lady, so we thought we'd give you a little bit of improv. Free of charge, I might add.
I think Stella's face says everything here.
Stay calm, stay calm. I did see the girl you're looking for. She took a turn from here into Star Watcher Avenue. I'd suggest you head over that way. She might still be there.
I find it hard to trust anything you've just said.
March saying the right things right now. Honestly though, like, I do think it's actually like quite I don't know, they were quite adorable in a way too, you know. But at the same time, I think it's also a situation where it's like, you know, it would have been how do I say it? Like, it would have been nice to just get the information outright, you know. And like, I didn't ask for the comedy troupe thing, but also at the same time, they were kind of adorable together. So what can we do? This place is gorgeous. I saw something here on the ground, right? A piece of white 9 card with a bird spreading its wings in the corner. The card belongs to Ambassador Qingyun, head representative of the Intergalactic Merchant Guild. Whistling Flame. No doubt this tiny clue she left for you, or maybe there are more of them. You have to wait a bit of time before we get the next one. There's something over there and something over there. A crumpled up packaging of a tea brand, Immortal's Delight. She said she wanted to see. No, Miss Qingyun, you can't throw trash even for leave behind clues. True. Keep this place beautiful, you know? Was it around here? It was. A refined pendant of a fan in the shape of a koi, but it's left alone in some forgotten corner of the street. It is said that the culture of the Xianzhou fish represents affluence. You vaguely recall that you've seen the pattern of fish swimming around each other on the fan of Miss Qingyun.
Miss Qingyun must have left us these clues, right?
Sure.
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
Oh, let him pick up the traces. Thank you. The game basically said, like, she's up here anyway. Yeah, that's why, like, they're definitely a comedy troupe. Like, you see a girl walking by, this amazing dress, beautiful hair, beautiful boots. You know what I mean? You're gonna remember.
You found me! Deeting's quite handy when it comes to tracking.
You have done quite a bit.
If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on. Don't let her escape.
No problem. So we're just going there now? Oh, on the barge. Let's go.
Who would have thought that Stargazer Navalia might become so quiet? Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. People used to write poems about the shipwrights here.
What is this in this box here?
The Loufu relies on the star skiffs produced here to transport people and goods. Now that work in the shipyard has stopped, our internal transport and outbound flights might also grind to a halt.
Right, so it's interesting just showing the effects that it's going to have on this place. It's not just like, you know, because, you know, there will be casualties, human casualties, and like, I shouldn't just say human, right? Because I don't know. I think Foxian, Foxians as well, like, living thing casualties, living creatures casualties, I should say, for everyone. I don't, again, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm calling Foxians a thing. I'm calling humans things as well. Living things, right? Casualties. But, like, also showing, like, the effects it's going to have on, like, business and, transport. You know what I mean? These are things that, like, would if it affected they affect the economy in a crazy way.
Of course, the silver lining is I don't have to go on as many trips anymore.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss
Xianzhou.
Qingyun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance has weathered plenty of challenges. We can handle this situation. Just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can do except cheer you on from the sidelines.
Are you a support character? You want to leave all the fun to us?
Not a lot of people out there could have fought the Mara struck like you did. I'm only a civil servant. I can't imagine what Kafka would do to me if I were caught in the fray.
That's fair. No, it's fair. Whatever. Like, you're already helping us, so I'm not gonna push it too much.
We Foxians don't live as long as the Xianzhou Locals.
Oh, really?
But I still want to enjoy the 100-odd years I've got left. You'd do the same in my shoes, wouldn't you?
100 years. Wow. So they do live like over 100 years at the very least.
Besides, the Madam Helmmaster simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission or delegate reception.
Right.
I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting Deeting into your hands is already beyond the realm of my job description.
No, you've helped us out. You have helped us out quite a bit.
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
I don't know, man. Like I like whatever march you want to do. I genuinely like, how do I say it? I don't know. I quite like Qingyun. I do. And I also like the energy that she has, which is like she's not being dishonest with us. Like we are genuinely putting a stop in her day. You know what I mean? We are. And I like that feature as well. It's just not just like, hey, all sunshine and rainbows about this,
Understood. We won't put you out of your comfort zone, Miss.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I really feel like we have like, it's like you're working at your job, and then the boss comes up to you and goes, hey, Qingyun, can you train the new guy? And it's like, yeah, you'll do it, right? But you're also like, it's like, oh, I have to do this today. Or not even train the new guy, but like, hey, can you, we have this like, corporate thing happening. Could you like, come to the presentation and like take a bunch of notes or whatever? Like something like that goes out of your job description that you're kind of like, like, yeah, or it's in your job description, but like you don't usually have to do it,
When we run into Kafka, we'll do the fighting.
We're fighting
and
Kafka?
the capturing, for that matter. Thank you for showing us
110%, I agree.
Before Deeting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads.
Oh, yeah?
If Kafka is hiding in Stargazer Navalia, she'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them. Leave no stone unturned.
So what is a navigation compass? Turn the compass to align the inner and outer rings in the same direction. The bright astral marks on the compass indicate the degree its compass ring can rotate. For the instance, one bright astral mark would signify 60-degree rotation per turn. Two types of rotations exist, clockwise and counterclockwise. So is this just like a puzzle to connect all these things, maybe? So that seemed right when it turned blue, right? Okay. Is that correct? Wait, we get some items out of it? That's cool, right? Very cool. Okay, so that's what those puzzles are then. Okay, now we know. Now we know. So to search for clues. Is there any clues around here, first of all? You never know. No, it seems like the first one's over here. But there are enemies around here as well. I also say, like, the way they, I was just thinking about there, the way,
Cloud Knight's weapon. Something really sharp caused this.
It must have been Kafka. She's got a scary sword.
I was gonna say that's actually so cool as well. I was gonna say it's interesting how like they introduced Lucha as well. Lucha as like showing off his move and what he can do with that debuff thing he does. Like we already knew about it because obviously we were using it and stuff like that. But it's so interesting how they introduced it in the game.
Immortal's Delight?
Is that bad?
This isn't a clue. It's just a brand
okay.
of tea I like. 2 cups a day keeps the tiredness at bay.
I drink probably 4 mugs of tea a day. I love tea so much.
I could do with a cup once we're done here.
Milk tea twins.
Oh, that's very sweet. If March or Tigo said milk tea twins to me, I'd be very happy. Let's go. I love the combat in this game so dearly.
This is serious. Rules are made to be broken.
I wonder how Danheng is doing right now. Nice shot. Yeah, our level is fine right now. It's more than fine.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
There's another piece of evidence down there as well. You can see it down there. There's one. Well, I don't think this is like actually. This is just fun stuff to look at.
What's this? It looks like clay.
Mr. Yang, any idea?
I think it might be shipbuilding material left over from the assembly line, though I can't tell exactly what the substance is. I don't think it's connected to Kafka.
Fair enough. He doesn't think it's related to Kafka.
Let's wait and see.
Show your
I can see those Mara struck guys, right? Look at this as well. You hear something?
I know. Let's go and have a look.
Over here?
The D-Tang smells something.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that thing in a second here. Obviously, we couldn't do it while they're chasing around after us as well.
Still in denial? I shall be the judge.
Go with that.
This is our chance.
Nice stuff.
Lend me your strength. Let's go. Yeah.
And of course, the Mara struck. But obviously, we didn't get a chance to use our special ability on this as well. But yeah, we can just attack them normally.
Let's make it.
Okay, they said they could. Is this something?
I know what this is. It's an advertisement for a home use object finder.
There are IPC advertisements everywhere. It's about time I got in touch with their trade commissioner. Nice little touch, right? Nice little touch of like showing that there's like, you know, different companies advertising here as well. Is this it?
What's this?
A jade seal used by the shipwrights. It opens various passages. It looks like someone used it and then destroyed it. Possibly Kafka.
Sure, yes, yeah. So this is Shattered Jade Seal. Look at that. Like that like almost looks like an ancient. I guess it is a jade seal, right? Yeah. Oh, look at it. It looks like the process of acquiring this token was not very smooth. So that to me like seems like, yeah, like what they're saying, like this was not a borrowing. You know what I mean? They took this.
Recount.
We might as well end this right away, right?
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah. And that's not me being overconfident, by the way. It's just like my team is actually like pretty freaking. Are you? Oh, level 49. Oh, we could destroy. What's your weakness?
Don't think about running.
1 second.
Let's wait and see.
Show your courage.
What's your weakness again? Okay.
Avoid the struggle.
He's like, oh, they're gone. Come right around the corner again.
The smell of sin. I shall be the judge.
Nothing major.
Means forever.
Nice shot with that as well.
Lend me your strength. Let's go.
And we also take our turn
You
ahead
chose
as
the
well.
wrong enemy. Bloom.
Let's get this done as soon as possible with the Mara
Eternal
Struck stuff,
sleep
right?
is not the
For
dead
sure.
return.
A miracle.
Receive
Yeah.
divinity.
Locha is carrying us all the time. He's fantastic. Nice stuff.
Rules.
While we have that buff as well, we could probably get buffed again, but
Lend me your strength.
it's good to just like have that buff going as well
We've entered the storm.
for everyone.
To guard and defend.
Do
Crush them.
do do dude. Okay. I don't know why I started thinking of some video game music there as well.
Your assistance is timely. Sinful. This is serious. Lend me your strength. Let's make it quick. Yeah.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
Nice stuff.
I will remember.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return.
Maybe it would have been smart to wait for him to do something. Oh god, don't hit Bronya.
Nothing major.
Recount. This battle is unavoidable.
I could attack Gia just to get some healing back as well.
You chose the wrong enemy. Bloom.
Locha should be healed first as always.
Troublesome.
Mortality means forever.
I shall be the judge. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. Let's go. We've entered the storm. To guard
Yeah,
and
this team is like
defend.
really fun to use.
Crush
This
them.
has been such a fun time with this team as well. Who's next? Thank God.
Yeah.
Restore.
Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely. Rules.
And then we get
are
to
made
get a
be
little shot
broken.
on these guys as well. Which is... I guess because no, we didn't use our ability on those guys. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, wait, didn't we? Like, no, we didn't get to use on those guys yet.
The 10 Lord. The 10 Lords decree, hereby ordained.
But we will hopefully be able to get use at some point after this.
Let's make it quick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore because the Mara Struck has been healed.
Nothing.
But now we can do this.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
At least we're gonna get some break damage here as well.
This battle is unavoidable.
Oh, we don't have anything here. Okay.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
And we get the healing first as well. It's not that much, but like it's okay. You know what I mean? I know it's not much,
Receive divinity.
but it's
Much
okay.
This is serious. I shall be the judge.
Really, as always, we're like focusing on pretty much like Stell getting
Rules are made to
like
be
the
broken.
most damaging, I suppose, as well
You
with this
chose
stuff.
the wrong enemy.
You'll pay for this.
Eternal sleep
there we go.
is not the dead
I think it's
return.
gonna break.
Lend me your strength. This is our chance. Yeah. Still in denial? Recount.
I'll see you off.
Just trying to chip away at this point as well.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
They're gonna probably gain all their stuff back in a
We've
second here,
entered the storm.
but like at least Cell can like move
guard
up
and
now and
defend.
do some more stuff here.
Crush them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna recover from break, but honestly, like it's not that bad anyway. Like this has actually been a pretty smooth sailing
Recount.
battle, I think,
By
for the most
will
part.
of the 10 Lords decree, hereby ordained.
We can restore. Yeah,
Yeah. Rules.
we
are
could have
made to
buffed
be
ourselves a bit
broken.
more, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Cool stuff.
First rate supplies.
Okay. Cool enough. There we go as well. And like it's so crazy, like, you know, because we leveled up our
This is our
characters, and again, it's
chance.
not me just being like skillful. Like I just have like, you know, I leveled up my characters probably as much as I can, traces and everything, you
Reach the end
know.
of the story in your own way.
Is this it?
Is that a grenade?
A grenade?
What's that on the side?
What?
It's lipstick.
Lipstick?
A small something for the lost.
What does that mean?
She's clearly taunting
It
us.
seems to be.
We should have enough clues here to get Deeding on the move.
That is kind of
No
like,
time to lose. Let's give him the scent and let him lead the way.
I'm sorry, that is like such a serve. Kissing the side of a grenade with your lipstick. I am sorry. That is so legitimately cool. And look at the scent here as well. Feels almost poison ivy-esque.
I think we've rounded up all our suspicious clues. But did Kafka leave them behind on accident or on purpose?
The kiss on the grenade is so cool. Really?
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag, and I think we're the punchline.
Probably.
Making us run around like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear her whispering, "Come and get me."
Oh my god, March. Oh my god. That was suitably Kafka-esque.
Don't forget, she's on the IPC's most wanted list. A fugitive that nobody can seem to pin down. And now we've become her prey while she stalks us in the shadows.
They're doing such a good job of making Kafka just terrifying, right? They're doing such a good job of this.
Let's go, benefactors. Time is of the essence. We must be close.
Oh. I'm so giddy because it's whoa. Oh, it's an elevator. I was like, how are we getting down there? Because again, like I said, they're building up this moment where we see Kafka, if we do find Kafka, whatever we're gonna find down here, so well, right? But like I also just like have this like, you know, it's a mixture of fear, excitement, happiness. Like I'm actually like in such like an interesting mood, honestly. Oh, there's like a barricade here as well. There we go. You're going to get destroyed now. That's what's gonna happen.
Recount. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, legit no reason to not fight these guys when it takes 2 seconds. And, you know, we're gonna get something from it, especially stuff that, like, we can either transfer and change into, like, different materials. Or we can, like... Oh, she's got ambush. I thought they didn't know they were gonna do that. Or we can, like, you know, use it for Locha or other characters, you know? So that the way I look at it is, like, there's no point in not fighting these guys. To me, anyway.
Let's make...
I'll see you.
I can even put it on auto for some of these guys, and it probably would work out pretty well.
Yeah.
Chest over here as well.
Another chest, another handprint. Has this woman got nothing better to do?
Wait, she's even putting like handprints on the chest.
Cheese for the rats in the maze.
Stop!
Rats? Oh, she's playing games with us. I hate her.
Kind of funny. Like legitimately putting a freaking like she wants us, she clearly wants us to find her, right? Or she knows we're looking for her. Putting like a handprint on a chest, a lipstick on a grenade. She might be like the biggest server in history. You know what I mean? she might be like, you know. I feel like she wakes up in the morning and she's, you know, already set for the day in 2 seconds. She knows what she needs to do.
The will of the 10 lords. The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Anya, you're so awesome. Yep.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, and a purple one as well. Use the function below to some. Okay, so we have to use the function here. What's this way? It's just a doorway, it seems. Yeah, it seems like it's just a doorway to something. Oh my god, look at this framing as well. Wait. Have we found something?
The scent. Where did it go?
Oh, it stopped.
When the trace of the
No!
hunter disappears, the hunter better think twice.
She's right there. She's like literally in the flesh right there.
It might mean the tables have turned.
Wait, Are they not Cloud Warriors?
Kafka.
Yeah, it's Kafka.
These Cloud Knights aren't Mara struck. What did you do
That's
to
the
them?
thing. I was just wondering there just now. Oh my god.
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you?
Look at her. Honestly, look at her. Wait, is she talking about...
What a hassle. This place is too far for the diviner. See you up ahead.
And just casually saying goodbye like that? Look, even the look back as well. Is she talking to us about, like, maybe the stuff she said at the start of the game to us? The directive she gave us? Oh my god. Wait, we're fighting these guys?
This is serious.
So... Again, like, for us, this is one of those situations where, like, I'm like, oh my god, it's Kafka. But then she just so casually, like, brushes us off in that way, too. But not without, like, giving us a little bit of, like, a dig before she leaves, right? A little bit of, like, a, oh, you remember this, don't you? It's like she loves getting into people's heads.
I shall be the judge.
Those glaives they have are really cool, actually. They're very
Eternal
cool.
sleep is not the dead return.
Nice stuff.
Quick! Don't let her escape!
March, not so fast.
There's a chest! How tough are you? Oh, they're not that tough. We can get this chest. Wait. What's this? Okay, we'll come back. I will come back for this chest. I don't know, it looked like it was like a mini game or something. We'll come back for that chest. It looked like a mini game. I know it's not an advantage, but we got something there. At least we didn't get attacked. We don't really need to restore, do we? So now we're like, I guess like, again, like I said, we're casually, like, Kafka's like casually evading us, right? And like, again, it's why she's so scary is that she can just casually just be like, oh yeah, like, see you later. You know what I mean? Well, we're like worrying how we're going to take her down. We're worrying how we're going to like capture her. She's just playing around. She's having a lot of fun with this.
We've entered the storm.
But she made sure to talk directly to Stella in that moment as well. She made sure to do that.
I shall be the judge.
Yeah. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh my freaking god. Like, she has to have like a top 10 presence all time in video games. Like, legitimately, just like her standing there.
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this, I was saying, casually evading us, having fun with us, toying with us. And she looks back as well. She wants to see our faces and our reaction.
We need to think of a way to cut her off.
Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
Okay, cool. Oh, these. Oh, yes, these. The controllers. I knew we were going to have to use these at some point as well, so move to the right. And that will help us get over here like this. And then maybe, like, we use this to move it over here as well. To get the chest. Oh, okay. I see.
Looks good.
And then we just hop down here. Lovely stuff. And look at this place as well. Like all these different like things in the water too. We got you as well. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Recount.
This is our chance.
Wait, what's this? Is there something? Oh, there's a chest behind there. Okay, okay, cool. This place is so interesting as well. And I love the idea what she said. This place used to be like bustling and like really like energetic and like not energetic. Used to be like really. How do you say like really like yeah, bustling, right? You used to have a lot of people around here. You used to be able to hear the works happening down here too. This looks so cool too. And now it's so quiet, so like it's almost like a perfect playground for Kafka to like move around this place as well.
Show your courage.
Let's wait and see.
What's your weakness? I picked the wrong character, but it's okay.
Repay.
I shall be the judge.
We could have done the buff there, in fairness. We could have done the buff there for Hanya's buff, but it's okay. We already had the Bronya buff.
You'll pay for this by the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
She's so cool. Such a fantastic design.
Lend me your strength. Yeah.
Let's make it quick.
Still.
There we go. Yeah, so like in some we could strategize and have like our stuff ready for that stuff too, you know? Big boy. Honestly, this is one of those situations where like yes, I would love to fight him, and I will fight him. But it's one of those situations where I feel like we're like on the tail of Kafka right now. So I might wait and like, and again, you can always come back and fight these guys, which is really, really cool. And it gives you something to do in between stuff as well, right? I feel like we're on, oh my God, every time she's just there. Just standing there.
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
Oh my God, I don't like the way she said that. This is all part of your plan. Of course it was. The way she's talking. Look at her smile. Her eyes.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
And look, the smile doesn't look like it's denying it too much, right?
I didn't plan anything.
What?
It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities and make the best future a reality.
Wait, so she's saying it was fate?
You speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's slaves.
So she was following Destiny?
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider anyone but yourself.
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me? Best for me, naturally.
Her voice actor's so freaking good. So she said best for the universe, by the way, which also was best for, I guess she's saying? I have a lot to ask you.
We're taking you to see the General of the Loufu. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Well, like, this is one of those situations where, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Is she gonna come quietly like this? I don't think so, right?
Thanks, but no thanks. I can't stand moving at someone else's pace.
Oh my God.
We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
Wait, make a move to oh wait, the laugh. Make a move to fight you? Make a move to do something else? What do you say? Oh my God. Oh my God.
The smell of sin is
Let's
thick.
go. Let's go.
I shall judge you.
We're actually fighting Kafka. And there's no fast forward function. Look at this.
You mustn't fall. Not so fast.
Oh my God, not cool slash, honestly.
How does that feel?
With like the webs.
Receive divinity.
He actually says that very, very slowly compared to like what oh my God, the freaking wait,
Eternal
what?
Sleep is not the end.
Did I forget she had a mini machine gun?
The dead will return.
She just shot us with like a mini like
That
SMG.
which is seized must be repaid.
You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
It actually is kind of crazy how, like, when you do it in this battle, how much slower it is, right? Because you're used to the speed. Like, look at it. It's like, it feels so different.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
I really do want to ask Kafka a lot of questions, though. I really do. Honestly, though, the slower speed does give a lot of weight to the boss battles, right? Nice shot.
Zoning out. I can help.
Oh my god, look at the, like, it's almost like a crack but a spider web at the same time.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
How cool is it that she said to us basically, like, if you're gonna fight me, just do it. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of time here.
Recount your sins.
Good breakdown. Oh my god. Wait, we're gonna beat Kafka? What? 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 Huh? Wait.
Finally.
Wait. Oh no, we did not beat Kafka. We did not beat Kafka. We just do like SMGs. Wait, what?
Rudimentary.
Did you just...
Your every
What are you doing?
has been foreseen
What are you doing?
by the omniscient.
Did you just stand on a bullet? Was she waiting for her?
Fushun, Divination Commission.
What?
I'll be taking the criminal.
And she dropped the guns as soon as she arrived.
Greetings, crew of the Astral
No.
Express. This is our first encounter. Though, given that I have encountered you in
This
foresight,
music.
perhaps I should say the second. I am Fushun, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers.
This music is gorgeous, by the way. But we can't just brush past the fact that she stood on a bullet, moved a bullet to the side, redirected the bullets. And then Kafka must know her, or must, because she dropped the guns as soon as she arrived. Can I say also as well, right? In such a cool scene, the idea of Kafka knew she was, it's like Kafka knew she was waiting for her or something, and she shot the bullets into the air. But did Kafka know that this was gonna happen? And there's Fushun saying that she like saw us in foresight, so this is technically her second time seeing us. That was so freaking insane. So yeah, we didn't beat Kafka. We just like beat that boss battle, you know, mechanically.
Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? We should begin with the matter at hand.
Sure, 100%. You walked on a bullet. You stepped on top of a bullet.
What the actual heck is she saying?
She just showed off some big fancy words. Even my synesthesia beacon can't make sense of what she said.
If the method of my speech is offensive to you, you need but
It's
say.
not. It's not. Your colors are really nice, by the way. The pink colors.
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Yeah, and she was talking to him last time, right?
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission.
Okay.
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah, this music's really good. But I just keep noticing it, like in little beats there. But it's interesting that he sent someone then to like deal with the dirtier work. Because I wonder, did he just want us to like to get her out of hiding, and then he probably thought maybe it might be better to send someone else to do this then?
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh?
You're surprised by this?
That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the question.
Which I think is fair, right? We did a lot of work to come here as well.
Urgency demands fluidity. The 3 of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission. Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
March actually does have like an interesting idea. We say we shouldn't delay. But yeah, it's like, it is kind of a thing that's in my mind too, which is like, she gave up her guns very easy. Now, it could be just because Fu Xuan is incredibly powerful, but it could also be a thing where she's like, she wants you to be caught. You know what I mean? You never know with Kafka.
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please proceed.
I mean, I don't doubt this person's power. She stepped, as I said, she walked on a bullet. Oh, this place is gorgeous tonight.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
Thank you so much.
I may live in relative seclusion,
The angry face.
but I can recognize my own territory.
Yeah?
Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
So she brought her to the wrong place?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff.
Yeah. She's trying. She's trying her best.
Look, Exalting Sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Interesting, though. Interesting that we are walking. Look at the tree as well.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
Huh?
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers.
The connoisseur appreciates the artistry and the layman enjoys the show. This must be the quantum entanglement you hear about in the stories? You count on your fingers? I mean, sometimes people do. It must be the quantum entanglement you hear about in the stories.
That's been out of fashion for hundreds of Amber eras.
Sorry. I was asleep for a while.
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The Starskiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the kind of mess the Commission must be in.
So they're showing off now, like, not only her own belief in her power, but, like, again, she's saying how, like, you know, important she is and how powerful she is, I guess. But also they showed that with that scene with Kafka, so, like, it's believable in every single way, right?
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
There you go.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
I mean, yeah, no, you have to have a very, like, good staff.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye.
She's, like, very, like, I guess the word prickly is probably what come to mind. She said this a lot, the humph.
Since you are clear...
You know what I mean? A lot of those sounds as well. What about Kafka? Or we shall meet again. What about Kafka? March looks fantastic in this light as well. But she always looks fantastic, you know what I mean?
Step of the way. This is Jing Yuan's order.
She's very, like, again, it shows how much of a presence she has as well. If she's just not fearful at all of Kafka. And not only that, but, like, she's like, yeah, I'll just walk with Kafka, you know?
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
Love March 7 being proactive here and explaining the situation.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond.
You're just making sure.
I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely.
She's legitimately just making sure. She's not trying to insult you.
To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me, but I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive.
I mean, they did say
Even
it was...
if that means wasting precious time.
Yeah, they did say it wasn't going to be torture at the very least, right? That's what they assured us.
I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
I don't have a lack of trust from this character. I think she's very straightforward in her actions. I think obviously she was included in by the general in a lot of situations too. But I don't have a reason to distrust Fu Xuan, you know?
Okay. We trust
Yeah,
you.
she hasn't given us any reason. Oh my god, her hair's so cool at the back as well, isn't it? It's an art form amongst itself, right? Like, you know, designing and you know, doing your hair.
Again.
It's okay, March. She's annoyed that you won't trust her. Will someone have to put her in place, you think? No, like, she's just annoyed you won't trust her, but legitimately, like, I don't think that March was being very proactive in the way that she was, like, trying to, like, negotiate this stuff. And I think it's not a bad thing in those situations to be like, look, just to be sure, you know? Because, again, we were promised that. We were. So I don't think it's bad at all.
Hey, are you on her
No.
side? I just wanted to remind her not to break her promise.
No,
that's all.
I was trying to explain why she was mad. How is that being on her side?
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry.
Yeah,
with
like,
you.
I was just trying to explain why she might be upset. I'm not on her side, March. I will be on your side to the end of this earth. If you tell me tomorrow that you want to destroy, like, an entire planet, I'd question it, but, like, I'd have to go along with it, you know?
Really? I thought she was pretty icy.
Some people are not what they seem. I'm sure she's just putting on tough front. Some people are not what they seem.
I don't know how to deal with people like that.
It's okay. They can be tough, you know? And, like, honestly, like, you're such a sweet person as well that, like, we can help as well.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Are we gonna, like...
Yeah. That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum.
Oh, wow, we're actually, like, our characters are literally, like, you know, moving around the place. This place at night, like, just like most places, has, like, a different energy to it as well, right? Like, you can almost feel that, like, you know, am I wrong at saying this, right, guys? This is what you feel too, right? This place still feels a little bit warm, but, like, there's a slight, like, cooler breeze that, like, you'd have to, like, you know, maybe cover your arms a little bit, but it's still nice, right? It's like that nighttime air that's still kind of, like, a bit warm, you know? At least that's what I feel about this place.
When we confronted Kafka, she seemed certain that Fu
Yes!
would show up.
Yes! She read the script in advance.
The leader of the Stellaron Hunters is called Elio. No one knows who he is or what he looks like, only that the Interastral Peace Corporation calls him Destiny's Slave.
What a nickname.
It's said that he has the power to foresee possibilities. According to Herta, the corporation believes Elio can see the temporal branching of infinite possibilities, which is very much like being able to predict the future. In fact, it may even be superior. If the rumors are true, every seemingly meaningless action taken by the Stellaron Hunters may actually be a choice based on those possibilities.
It's like a predictive choose your own adventure. Jesus Christ.
Which would include what they did to you.
Yeah. I'm different, I have free will, but then remember what Kafka said to us? Is that all I am, a future variable?
For the sake of this discussion, yes, I think so.
Oh my god.
But who isn't?
That's fair.
All of us are future variables, our choices solidifying reality. The future is nothing incredible either. Just fog waiting for us to make a decision.
That's, again, like, Welt is so, like, smart with this stuff as well, and, like, you know, putting your mind at ease in some ways too, where it's like, you know, there's, like, multiple different paths you can take, and the different choices you make, like, you know, again, are just, like, it's uncertain where they'll lead to. You know, it's just, you can't look at the future as something that is, like, this powerful entity that is out of reach. It is something that just happens, right?
Back to the matter at hand.
Because of your choices. Her surrender seemed odd, yes.
Yes,
she dropped those guns as soon as she showed up.
For a fugitive to give themselves up, but a fugitive who can see the future? For her, perhaps that was the way it was always going to be.
That's so scary. That makes it even scarier.
But is she really as calm as she seems? The future holds almost infinite possibilities, after all. I suspect she has proof that she has nothing to do with the Stellaron crisis.
Right, okay.
Or perhaps Something is supposed to transpire during the Divination Commission's interrogation. Something that would allow her a window of escape.
Is this not terrifying? Like, no matter what we're thinking, either she could prove her innocence, or like every single thing that she's going to do, she has like seen, right? Or she knows what's going to happen.
Why did the Stellaron hunters go to such lengths to bring us here? What is the future that Destiny's slave sees behind this course of action?
Jesus, man. Well, this deep in thought. That's the thing. It's like they wanted us to be here. They knew that Fushun was going to be there as well. They clearly knew that like all this stuff was going to happen. She even left behind those like clues for us to find her as well. This feels like we are like walking right into whatever destiny they see fit. And not what they see fit, but what they see happening, right? And Kafka feels like, even though she's captured right now, she still feels like she's the one in control. She still feels like she's like in control right now.
The nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Oh, is that a Xianzhou motto or something? First the Skyfaring Commission, now the Divination Commission. They're all so secretive. The General's the only friendly face here.
Right, and even he is definitely keeping the blade stuff away from us, you know?
I hate to admit it, but I'm even starting to miss
What?
Sampo. Hold up. I must be losing my mind. Nope. I'll take the Xianzhou over that blue-haired boar any day.
Okay.
We've gone from being chased through every street in Belobog to waiting on every corner in the Xianzhou. Chasing and waiting. Maybe that's what life's all about.
Extremely profound, right? Wow, when did you become a poet? Legitimately, like, honestly, like, that's not an incredibly, like, bad way at all, in any way, shape, or form, to describe life.
I'm not just a pretty
I know,
face, you know.
I know.
I've got poetry on standby 24/7.
I love that she has the confidence in herself as well, because she deserves to have confidence in herself. Does this Xianzhou scenery seem familiar to you?
Are you wondering if the Xianzhou is my
Oh yeah,
world?
because that's how we related to her, like in the first way, right? You know, and I feel like that's why the trio was like very much like attached to each other, where it'd be like, you know, Dan Heng like running away from his, not running away, but like hiding away from his past, or I guess like, you know, yeah, in that way, hiding away from his past, or like, you know, March not knowing her past and us not knowing her past. Like we very much like had this like connection or these parallels very early on.
No, I'm not getting any flashbacks. Please, do I look Xianzhou-ish to you? You must be thinking of Dan Heng.
I guess like, you know, you do look, your hair is very different to a lot of characters here. Come on, let's go and take a stroll and clear your head.
Good idea. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Clear my head of what?
Wait, she's not talking about is she just talking about how like everything's kind of worrying her, I guess, in terms of like everywhere we go, we're like we're constantly having to be worked up on and like either having someone chasing us, or we're waiting around, or we're doing all this stuff. But it's interesting as well, they're referencing Belobog again, where it's like Belobog is, you know, it was the place we were before, and like that was tough, and now she's kind of like, maybe we could like, maybe that wasn't so bad, you know, maybe it wasn't so bad.
Hey, fancy seeing you
Fancy
here.
seeing you here. What does the Divination Commission do? Great question.
You never asked what the Skyfaring Commission does. I suppose not all commissions are created equal. Anyway, if you must know, the Divination Commission is responsible for gathering intelligence, devising strategies, and performing divination.
Okay. Trial by fortune telling?
Maybe there's more to it. It's not like I would know. I'm a mere ambassador. Don't worry, Diviner Fu seems confident about getting Kafka to talk. If I were you, I'd just sit back and watch her do her thing.
Okay. Will Fu Xuan go back on her word? I don't think she will.
Who knows?
Oh, so
she
maybe.
tends to make decisions based on the results of her divinations, as opposed to what others might be thinking. If she doesn't want to reveal the Commission's secrets, then you have no choice but to wait.
Okay. How come Kafka gets to know their secrets?
The General entrusted the Master Diviner with the interrogation of the fugitive because he has faith in her ability to manage the situation. As one of the 6 charioteers, she is certainly capable.
Well, I think they did such a good job of, like, again, they do a great job of building up characters here in a lot of ways. And, like, they've really gotten Fu Xuan and made her into, like, this character that seems, like, ultra powerful and someone that can handle herself and someone who is, like, more than capable, right? And they do that not only through just having characters say stuff like this, because this is, like, if you weren't certain through her actions during the conversations with Kafka and through her actions of the capturing of Kafka, it's like, you're definitely sure now, right? You're sure now.
Why do you think Kafka surrendered at the mere sight of her back?
See, that's what I was thinking. It's either that, but then I also think that what Welch was saying is true too, where it's like she gave up way too easily. So, are you familiar with this place?
Oh? Did you want a tour of Exalting Sanctum?
I won't say no.
The last time I came here on a star skiff was... Let me think. About 20 years ago now.
Okay.
I've been on the road for so long that I've started to forget the sights and sounds of the Xianzhou. All I remember is that this is a good place to while away the days. Still, many delves have changed beyond recognition since the arrival of the Stellaron.
Right, and we saw that, you know, what a Stellaron can do to a location with Balebog, right? We saw all that stuff. Just taking a stroll.
If you're bored, you could go and find the messenger from the Divination Commission.
Yeah, like, I love the little conversations we get to have here with characters. You know what I mean? Just, like, it's just to see where they're at, to see what they're thinking. And I feel like it's, like, you know, yeah, it's, like, to have, like, this beautiful context when it comes to, like, their feelings in the game and what's happening around us. But we had, like, 3 different, like, interpretations of what's going on. You know, and even on a personal level from someone like, you know, March, you know, talking about how this is making her feel. Welt is talking about how he feels like, you know, like even March was saying how dangerous this feels compared to Balebog. And how, like, you know, it kind of, like, is frustrating her more than Balebog. And, like, the idea of Welt talking about the idea that, like, it's, you know, that he believes that Kafka is, like, being super underhanded and she gave up too easily. And then you have Qing Yong on the other side being like, well, no, I think it's, like, the idea that, like, she was so scared and that's why she gave up. There's, like, all these different, like, ideas come into play. But the idea that, like, you know, they have this full control on, not full control, but they know, like, the different ins and outs of Destiny is kind of terrifying. It's kind of terrifying because while, like, yes, like, it means that, like, there is, you know, something predetermined, it's also this thing of, like, we're involved in some way. She looked at us in a way that made us feel like we were involved. But also it just goes to show that Kafka knows way more than even we thought she did. And I thought she already knew a lot at that moment anyway.
The plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we look around?
Sure. What's happening over here? Was this just, like, fighting that went on?
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Wait, is this the curse?
Everybody stay back!
Wait! It's Bailu! What?
Give him this medicine and make him lie down!
Oh my god! With this music as well?
I mean, make them lie down!
Oh my god. The smile on her face, so she's adorable. What an introduction. So good. Like again, they do such a good job with these introductions. There was, like, very, like, almost, like, comedic and lighthearted, right? But obviously in this situation where, like, it's actually, like, we're getting to see the Mara struck stuff, right?
The 10 Lords' decree.
But yeah,
Hereby
Bailu.
ordained.
Yeah, the Mara struck.
You'll pay for this.
But she seemed to know what to do, right? She's just very timid about it. That was a really adorable smile she had as well. Might as well get rid of them right now, right?
Rules are made to be broken.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now?
Oh my god. So, like, it's so interesting. We're, like, meeting so many of the characters that, like, I have now as well, right? I know, like, Qing Yong and Fu Xuan and all those characters are characters I don't have, and, like, Kafka. But, like, Lucha and Bailu as well, right? My 2 healers. Adorable character. Adorable.
Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
She basically said, thanks for slapping him around the place.
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
I think so.
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh,
Oh my god.
enough on my plate.
So she's she's a doctor. We know that she talks about medicine in her moves as well, right? And prescriptions. Aren't you a little young to be realigning bones? Maybe say that? I don't know. I think she's adorable.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
You don't have a dad?
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either.
Oh? Yeah. I mean, we run into those awkward conversations all the time,
I
March.
get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child.
No, I think March is just genuinely, like, you know, concerned.
Welcome to the Xianzhou, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here.
We're learning that,
The
right?
Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required.
The Vidyadhara race. So she's a reincarnated being? So she keeps if she dies, she's going to reincarnate as something else?
I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
It's not just like someone will take the like their soul or whatever and go into a new body or something like that. They get rid of a shell and they're the same person with the same knowledge?
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
I wonder if that's just Bailu though, March 7th.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the Loufu recently. Make sure you don't
go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky
Oh my
enough
God.
to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount.
Honestly, fair. I like doesn't seem very free. It doesn't seem very free, okay. Honestly, I accept it. She has to make a living.
Do you have any idea how many people in the Loufu
Oh my
are
God,
waiting
she's
for an
adorable.
appointment with me?
She's adorable.
You should count this as a blessing.
Thank you, Bailu.
If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to. Enough of that. I have patience to see.
Sure, no, 100%. Understandable.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon Race.
Oh, the Dragon Race.
Not hard to see why.
So they're a dragon race that can reincarnate over and over again. So when they're about to die, they cast off their old shell, maybe, if that's what it is. Really cool. Because again, like what this happens like in Genshin, where like I will have a character on my team for a while and know nothing really about their story. The perfect example of this is always like Vaughn, right? I had Vaughn, which if you haven't watched my Genshin playthrough, Scaramouche, the Wanderer. You have him on your team and I had no idea really about his full story. And then like you get to know them. Oh my God. Look at that. And you get to know him over time. And like with Bailu, like it's so cool to just like unfold little pieces. And I'm hoping we're going to get to do that with Locha as well. And other characters also. It's really cool. But I guess she is like a doctor who has been reincarnated. I don't know if it's like just once, but yeah. It's so interesting to see a new character be introduced as well. So it's a little bit after, a tiny bit after. We're going to talk about what happened in this episode. Because I actually think that like this world so far has been amazing. This region or this, I guess, this ship has been incredible so far. But this episode, I feel like, had a lot of stuff in it that was pretty... Again, we haven't even scratched the surface. I know we haven't. But, like, it was pretty cool stuff that happened here for me in this episode. The first thing, obviously, like, is the idea of, like, putting the Kafka plan into action. I didn't think that we'd, like, capture her. And I think that's almost, like, intentional with the story that they want to make it feel like, man, we actually got her? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we got Kafka? Because Kafka has been built up as a character that is unbelievably terrifying. Like, is an unbelievably terrifying character. To me, anyway. I know, like, a lot of people maybe don't see it that way. But for me, personally, I think a few of you guys see it that way, too. But, like, not everybody will. I see, like, her character as being so well built as this, like, very cunning, brilliant, stunning, like, has such a, like, a wild like energy, and not wild, I guess like more of like a powerful energy about her, that just makes her really scary to me. Like, you know, her voice and her presence like drills into like your soul almost whenever she shows up. And I think, like, you know, she intentionally wants to like make Stell feel that way, because the way she looks at Stell, I think she wants to sow doubt in Stell's mind in a lot of ways, and I think she enjoys doing it. She enjoys playing with people. She enjoys making, you know, a game out of things. I think she definitely enjoys doing this. In terms of what her plan is, from Welt's perspective, I think I kind of like go towards Welt's perspective more than anything. I think she gave up too easily, right? And yes, you could say that like Fushan, was so powerful, which yes, we saw that. Fushan was so powerful that she was walking on these bullets and redirected these bullets in an incredible scene. But I still think, though, at the same time, Kafka like wanted to be caught. I think it is a situation where maybe she wanted to be caught, and that might have something to do with the idea of like Elio and the idea of destiny, right? The idea of different paths, because I don't think it's just about like fate and destiny. I think it's about the paths that you can take on those different roads. And Welch tried to like describe that idea too, where it's like the future isn't something to be entirely afraid of. It just means that there's a fog in the future, and really you're not going to know where you're going to be going until later. But Elio does have an idea of what's going to happen if you take certain paths, I guess. And I think Kafka then, from what Welch was saying, there could be a possibility that at some point Kafka knows what she's doing, and if she's captured, she knows there's going to be like, it's like, oh, if I'm captured now, this leads to this. If I drop my guns at this moment, that leads to this. If I do this, it leads to this. Like all these things that lead to different situations, and I wonder if exactly that's how she's like feeling about this, is that she's desperately like, not desperate, desperate is the wrong word, but she like is very like methodically is the word I'm looking for. Very different from desperately. Methodically like has this all planned out in her head, and that makes it even scarier as well. Of course, from Qingyun's perspective, there's also the idea that it could be just like a thing where Fushan is so powerful that Kafka had no choice, and that could be, it could be both. It could be both. It could be one or the other. It could be both. But I think it's such an interesting way that they did portray the story as well. I love the Dan Heng stuff. Oh my freaking god, I love the Dan Heng stuff. It's like my favorite. Like, it hasn't even like, it's crazy that we went through Balebog, and Balebog is one of the most interesting places that we got to see, like in Hoyo games, just in terms of like the kind of like political and social standings and all this stuff. It was so interesting, so detailed. The characters are so amazing. But maybe it's because I love Dan Heng like so freaking much. He's one of my favorite characters in this game, probably like, you know, top 3 favorite characters. I'm at a stage where like I am so intrigued, so like, and the reason I'm comparing it to the Balebog thing is because it's like, this game has amazing stories. We've seen that they can follow through on amazing stories and have amazing character details. And I think that's why I wouldn't sound like I was like, it's better than this. I'm not saying that, because to me, it's just like, I'm so intrigued. And it's probably like apparently due to the fact that I love Dan Heng. The story that with the whole thing with Blade is so cool too. But I know that they can follow through on character stories. Bronny is a perfect example. I know they can do this. So there's no worry in my mind. And it makes me kind of like excited to see what they're going to do with this. Natasha, Luca, they can follow through on character stories in amazing ways. And in this case, like, the way they set up, like, Blade as being something, again, terrifying. Like, Dan Heng is one of the most composed characters ever. And for him to, like, be, like, have a lack of composure, I love the way Himiko kind of gave him that pep talk and kind of, like, pushed him in a direction, like, without making it feel like it was like, anything that was, like, forceful. And kind of gave him that, like, maybe confidence to be kind of like, I can do this, right? Because he had a lack of composure. He probably felt the duty to the ship. But Himiko's like, I can literally handle this place myself. The introduction of Locha and Su Shang, also fantastic. I love the idea of 3 characters who don't know each other, and we don't know them, just getting together and, you know, traveling through this world. And obviously, like, she has to escort them into this world. But that means I think at some point we're going to get reunited with Dan Heng. Love that Dan Heng is with us. So interested to know what's going to happen with the Kafka stuff. So interested to know what's going to happen with the General and with Fushan and Kafka. Silverwolf has something to do with this as well. Blade. I cannot wait to hear about Blade. I cannot wait to see Blade. Like, the Blade stuff is going to be, I know it's going to be amazing. And with Dan Heng, I think to me, there's a mix of worry and excitement. I'm worried about what's going to happen to Dan Heng. I'm worried about his mental state. But I'm also like super excited because I know so far, again, it's so early to trust the game and its stories, but I've played so many companion quests that, like, and the examples I used of Natasha and Luca, and I talked about the idea as well of like, even even like the story with the Lando twins, the Lando siblings, and all these stories, and the main story of Bronya, and you know the way that her connection with Sela and Bronya's story itself was a masterpiece. It was an absolute masterpiece of how like you do a character story, both with Sela and Bronya. I've the utmost faith in this, faith, and I found this to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see what's going to be happening next. It's so interesting to me. I have perfect faith in this. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Thank you guys for supporting this series as always. It means the absolute world to me. And we're going to be coming back on Saturday with another episode, and then tomorrow is going to be a Imaginary Theater first ever time seeing episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys to Tyfire2, JB Bull, Johnny the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Ulysses Felix, Yules, Radish, Adusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Beta Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Casparian, Jared Beanham, and my YouTube members of the highest tier, which is the 15-euro tier on YouTube, is Blasco and WorldGamer7. And thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.